He likes art. Terrible art, but still art. By AyeAPerson. Read by My Lost and Found. Summary. What was meant to be a simple trip to the grocery store turns into a wild ride for Aizawa Shouta when he accompanies Midoriya Izuku. With the after effect of a quirk accident, Shouta finds himself in a waistcoat suit, armed with hidden knives, roaming the mall for hero merchandise. How did Midoriya know that? How did you know that? Shouta already established that Midoriya forgot everything above the age 8, so this didn't make any sense. Will you buy me the limited edition Edgeshot figure I saw a few minutes ago? This morning was something. Never in his life would Shouta have expected a quick run to the grocery store with Problem Child to turn into this. This being Midoriya as an 8-year-old, eyes full of life and giggling at every other thing. The little shit even made Shouta buy some more acceptable clothes after several people came up to them and asked the kid, not Shouta, the kid, if he was okay. The straw was when someone called the police on him. After that, he just went to the nearest store, which just happened to be a tailor store, and bought the thing that would make it the easiest to fight in if it came to that. So yeah, he currently went through the mall in a waistcoat suit and made a half bun of his hair after the kid kept tugging on the strands in his face. Speaking of the kid, that gremlin somehow managed to convince him a few times to go into hero stores and then managed to also convince him to buy hero merchandise. It must be some quirk affecting him into buying everything the kid wants. Or maybe just those cute kitty eyes that look like they're about to burst out in tears when Shouta tries to deny the kid. And even with all those changes, people kept staring at him with Midoriya in his arms. But instead of worried glances, this time, they were more seductive or something like that. He even managed to catch a few people taking photos, which was disrespectful and bordering on illegal. Only if they shared them online, though. Shouta won't admit it, but he feels rather powerful in the suit. Or, the denial part of his mind said, this might just be because of all the hidden knives he had managed to get into his clothes and the capture weapon that's hidden beneath his sleeves, curled around his arms like some kind of snake. His train of thought gets interrupted by mini Midoriya gasping, making Shouta turn his head to the kid so fast he almost gave himself whiplash. What is it? The hero asked, near frantic, even though the only thing giving that away was his voice. It seemed that he had nothing to worry about, as when he finally met the kid's gaze, there was a big smile covering the entirety of his voice before he spoke up. There! There! The kid pointed at a store that exclusively sold jelly pouches. What? How did Shouta not know of this? You need to eat, so we can buy them, 'cause you only eat jelly pouches, even though... A look of contemplation settled on the kid, and not even a second later, the kid was smiling again, throwing his hands up in the air. I don't know. How did Midoriya know that? How did you know that? Shouta already established that Midoriya forgot everything above the age of 8, so this didn't make sense. Will you buy me the limited edition Edgeshot figure I saw a few minutes ago? What a little manipulative shit. A grin broke across Shouta's face. @Nishida Matsume posted a photo. Yo, does anyone know who this is? I would have asked him for a phone number, but I'm sure he's taken given the kid and all. The photo shows a tall, lean man in a waistcoat suit, with their long black hair in a half bun. He's holding several shopping bags. They look ready to murder. @Okamoto Akima. Oh my god, I saw him too. He looks so much better IRL. @Nishida Matsumi. I swear to God, I wanted to take a better pic, but then he looked at me and I swear I felt my heart beat out of my chest. @Inoue Shigeru. Where is this? @Nishida Matsumi. In Mustafa General, man. @Inoue Shigeru. Are they still there? @Nishida Matsumi. Yep, They're currently... Wait, where are they? At Tara Hatsura. They're in the hero store that's on the left of end of the mall. At Inayu Shigura. Thanks. At Tada Harura. Posted a photo. Son making his mafia dad buy him hero merch. The photo shows the same man, but this time holding 2 more shopping bags, face one of exasperation. The child is holding a figurine, smiling brighter than the sun as his father is paying for the items. At Ichida Chiri. Lol, 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 lol. Wish my dad treated me like that. At Yutsi Yuka. Wanna talk about it? At Yuchida Shi. Sure, come get me. I'm at the bench near the ice cream shop in the mall. At Konyo Rokuro. Is that the limited edition Edgeshot figure? I thought it wasn't coming out till next week. At Edgeshot Official. It's not. This one is another surprise limited edition. At Tara Hatura. What, bro? I want it. At Uchira Chi. You seriously called Edgeshot bro? At Joe Fumio. Mafia dad? At Tara Hataro. Come on! You can't tell me he doesn't look like some Yakuza dude. At Joe Fumio. Shaking my head, dude. Shaking my head. Now tell me, you brat. Okay, wrong nickname. The kid looks like he's about to cry. I mean, kiddo. The kid's not about to cry. Seriously, how did Midoriya manage to do that? Now to the Jelly Pouch store. No, you're going to tell me how you knew that. To the Jelly Pouch store. No, information. Jelly Pouch store. Fine, but as soon as I buy you some, you're telling me. Okay. At Nishida Mashimi. Posted a photo. Got another photo. Look at the new #1 hero. The photo shows the same duo as before, but this time the kid is holding a fist bump up like the #1 hero striking a pose. At Nishida Matsumi. Petition to make this kid the new #1? At Nishida Matsumi. I'm in. At Tara Harura. Ready a sign. At Official Hawks. Damn, I guess I'm never achieving the #1 spot. At Nishida Matsumi. Oh my god, Hawks? At Official Hawks. The one and only. At Nishida Matsumi. BRB, I'm going to go scream into the void, 'cause Hawks responded. At Official Hawks. Lamau. I've bought enough jelly pouches to last me half a year, kid. Now tell me. And that was true. He even got the limited edition ones and the comeback of his favorite flavor. No. What? After all of this? Eat first. Oh, well, that the hero can do. He took a jelly pouch out of one of the bags and started to slurp on it. And with that, the kid decided it was the perfect time to answer. I have a notebook which I write about heroes. Then, out of nowhere, a frown overtook Midoriya's face. But the teachers and my classmates don't like it. They call me creepy and weird for taking notes on heroes or their quirks. Tell me that I'm doing it to cope? Yeah, I think they said to cope. They said to cope with me being quirkless. That didn't answer Shouta's question entirely and opens up so many more questions. Of course he knew about the notebooks the kid mentioned. Teenage Midoriya had them with him 24/7, scribbling something in them without pause. And yeah, maybe Shouta tried to take a peek 1 or 2 times. Unsuccessfully. But in the end, he decided against it. Now to find out that he's been scribbling down about heroes and quirks, and that combined with the frankly amazing analysis Midoriya does in battles on the field, that's somehow worrying but interesting at the same time. If they're good quality analysis and someone questionable got their hands on them, well, maybe he should mention it to the rat. That's actually a terrible idea. He'd never do that willingly. Moving on, though, he'd like to get back to the words of Midoriya's ex-teachers and ex-classmates who called him creepy and weird, and the fact that he called himself quirkless. The Midoriya he knows obviously has a quirk. when he has greatly improved his control over the past few months, so much so that it was kind of frightening. Kid. Okay, no. Maybe think about what you're going to say before speaking, Shouta. Kid. What should he address first? What do you mean by... Let me rephrase that. What school do you go to? Without a second hesitation, a shy voice answered him. Aldera Elementary? If Aldera Elementary and Aldera Middle School shut down a month later, then that's no one else's business. At Okimoto Akamate shared a photo. Angry, overprotective Yakuza dad protecting his son. Who are we murdering? Mr. Top 3 Hot Men in Japan? The picture shows the same duo, this time though, with anger all over his face, clearly not directed at his son. And speaking of, the son is on the edge of crying. At New Mystery Man fan. I'm in on the murder. No one hurts the son-father duo without feeling my wrath. At Anon 00202111. Who's that? At New Mystery Man fan. That's the number 1 hero in his Yakuza dad. At Anon 00202111. Okay. At Hawks official. So there's really no number 1 spot for me to get. At Okamoto Akatami. Sorry, but no. At Hawks official. No worries. I'll settle for the number 2 spot. Kiddo can keep the number 1. He's cute enough for it. At Akatamo Akamadi. Oh my god, you're my new favorite hero. At Model Magazine official. After an official public poll on who the top 50 hottest men of Japan were, we have discovered a mystery man rising quickly across the board. Many people have titled this man as a Yakuza father, or the father of the number 1 hero. We are currently investigating his profile to find out who he is. Follow for the rest. At Hawks official. Damn, not gonna lie, I didn't expect this. You guys think he'll beat my spot? Dude is pretty handsome. At Hawks' wife. Definitely not. You'll always be our number 1. At Hawks official. Thank you, but I'm currently number 3. At Hawks' wife. Not on my list. At Okamata Akatami. Lamau. No way. At Rio. What? Do you have something against our man? At Akamoto Akatami. Girl, what? I've been here since the start. I am rooting for my man. At Cementos official. He looks familiar. At Fang1 forever. Cementos, you know who that is? Tell us. Mr. Eraserhead? The curious voice of Mini Midoriya broke through their silent walk. A hum escaped Shouta himself, and that was signal enough for Midoriya to continue. Where are we going, and why am I with you? Huh? Not that I don't like you. Midoriya started again, completely misunderstanding Shota's silence. You're my favorite hero. Really, well, after All Might, of course, but I'm not sure my mom would appreciate me going off with a stranger, even if it is you, Mr. Eraserhead, sir. Oh, how did it completely go over Shota's head that Midoriya might find it strange that he's out without his mother in some random mall and all that? A sigh escaped the man at his utter hopelessness. Let's just go to UA. I'm not telling you here. There was a flicker of hesitance in the kid's eyes before he reluctantly agreed. Moments later, the green-haired child went on a ramble about how they were going to the hero school with a Principal Nezu who's actually a... Oh my! The chipper voice of the principal spoke as the duo entered his office. That's sure a predicament you found yourself in, Aizawa-kun. Yeah, he noticed. Especially since he still has the suit on. Oh my god! Came from his arms as Midoriya saw the principal for the first time in his 8-year-old life. You're the Principal Nezu! That I am! And with that, the kid started squirming in his arms until Shouta eventually let him down to go run up to the rat. And you are Midoriya Izuku. He returned the words, somewhat matching the kid's excitement. Mini Midoriya's eyes practically lit up with stars as he climbed on the chair that was placed in front of the table, meeting the principal at eye level. Oh my god, you are so cool! Aizawa-kun. Shouta lifted his eyes from the green-haired child as the rat got his attention. He motioned for Shouta to go on with his day, which, fair, yes. He still had a class to teach after all, and was supposed to be back with a problem child a while ago. Izuku was lost. At UA, the most prestigious and biggest hero school in Japan, known for its dead-end hallways and fake doors. And Izuku was still a little boy with little feet who had already wandered for at least 5 hours. At most it was 10 minutes, but children that are bored have a wicked sense of time. Least to say, the boy had given up on ever finding Mr. Eraserhead or his way out of the school, and he hadn't even seen the, little dude. A voice spoke before Izuku could finish his thought process. What he found, though, was hope. There was a human that could help him out. Mister! He almost screamed at the purple-haired person standing in front of him. Confusion and awkwardness spread across his body. Izuku ignored that, though, and with enthusiasm announced, I need help! There was a few seconds of silence before the person before him spoke up. Sure. What can I help you with? Yes, finally, there was someone to help Izuku admit the troubles of the hours of wandering. Again, childish dramatics. I need to find Mr. Eraserhead. Will you help me? And that's how Hitoshi ended up leading Midoriya. Yes, the Midoriya from the Class 1A to the 1A classroom. It was awkward at the start when Hitoshi found the little Midoriya sitting against one of the walls with his head in his knees, and even more awkward when the teen addressed Midoriya as little dude. Oh my god, Hitoshi is such a fucking dumbass. Yet, Midoriya somehow managed to make it not awkward with all the questions and stories he bombarded him with. Yeah, I was just with Nezu, and he was so cool, and he let me. And it continued like that for 5 minutes until they reached the 1A classroom. They weren't there. They're probably at the grounds. Wanna go check? An excitable, yes, left Midoriya, who, at the chance to talk more, took it and started talking again. How do you navigate UA? Did you run into many dead ends? Do you think they're there for some sort of reason, or just because Principal Nezu doesn't like humans and wanted them to feel like he felt when humans locked him in a cage? How did he know that at such a young age? That's scary as fuck, as much as it's probably true. But then Midoriya decided it was the perfect time to ask the inevitable question. What's your quirk? And no, Hitoshi didn't hesitate to answer. The fact that Midoriya answered him at his teenage with excitement and practically stars in his eyes encouraged him to just say it to little Midoriya again. Brainwashing. Silence. Shit! Was Hitoshi wrong about his assumption? He was... Oh my god, that is so cool! The green child practically screamed loud enough for the whole city to hear. Okay. God. Fuck. Finally. The teen managed to calm Mini Midoriya down, who still had stars in his eyes as he looked at Hitoshi. Are you a hero student? And back to the questions they go. No. Why not? 'Cause I didn't pass the entrance exam. You can still get into the hero course through the sports festival. That's how Mr. Eraserhead got into the hero course. Mr. Aizawa did. I tried and failed. You still have next year. I do. Have you tried to make one of the hero students leave so you can take their place? Did you just imply I should sabotage a hero student's expulsion so I can take their place? I did not. I love hero students, and you're basically one, right? Nah, not really. Then a quieter. I'm gonna convince Mr. Eraserhead and Principal Nezu. Huh? Looking down at his companion, he saw the mischievous grin on his face as he played with his own hands. Oh my God, Child Midoriya is the devil himself! At Tashiera Chioka, shared 2 photos. Father-son duo, powerful enough that they have access to one of the most secure places in Japan? What the hell? The first picture shows the same duo as before. This time, though, they're in front of the closed gates of UA. The second picture shows the duo, but this time the gates are open and the duo are halfway onto UA grounds. At Introvert 101. Damn, Yakuza Dad has powerful enough to enter a place like that? Marry me, Daddy. At Anon02733312. What the fuck, dude? At Yua Hadaro. At Yakuza Wife. OMG, for real? Same? At Anon02733312. Delusional. At Yakuza Wife. I'm serious. At Yuria Haro. Really fucking delusional. At Hawks Official. Interesting. Should I also get into UA? Become more popular? Hawks Forever. Yes! At Fanboy 101. Hawks as a teacher would be hot AF, not gonna lie. At Your Bro Man. For real. At HeroFan3373. Wouldn't you technically have beef with Nezu then? Apex Predator and all that shit? At Hawks Official. I don't know. At Yuria Haruko. That's a bit ominous. At Hero Network Official. In a surprising turn of events, the hero community is buzzed with speculations about a potential territorial dispute between Principal Nezu and the Hawks. Nezu, the enigmatic headmaster of UA High School, has kept his true animal identity concealed, adding to the mystery surrounding him. Meanwhile, the Hawks, a renowned hero known for his aerial prowess, is unmistakably a hawk. As rumors swirl about the clash of instincts and dominance between the 2 prominent figures, many wonder if they would engage in a showdown to determine the alpha of the territory. However, considering their esteemed positions within hero society, it is more likely that they will seek diplomatic solutions to any disagreements. Heroes strive for unity and peace, and fans hope that cooperation will prevail in this intriguing saga. Stay tuned for further updates on this captivating news as we do more research. At HeroFan3373. Oh my god, they really took what I said and went with it. At Yurira Hariko. They're desperate. At Hawks Official. Lol. At Yurira Haruko. What do you mean, lol? At Hawks Official. Lol. At Yurira Haruko. Okay. At Nezu. Oh my, how amusing. What do you say, At Hawks Official? At HeroFan3373. Pro went and took it as a challenge. At Anon02733312. At Hawks Official, you looking like a pussy right now, for real. At Hawks Official. Why would you do this to me? At Nezu. You won a position amongst my staff, did you not? At Your Bro Man. Oh my god, Nezu is the GOAT. At Hawks Forever. Hawks, take it on. I need you as a teacher. Do it for your fans. At Hawks Official. Yes? At Nezu. Great! Then, considering the intrigue, what do you say about an official bout at the esteemed Sports Festival Stadium? The event would be broadcast nationwide, akin to the real Sports Festival. At HeroFan3373. Nezu for real going with this? At Your Bro Man. Bro needs to show who the alpha is. At HeroFan3373. I can't even cringe at this because what if it's true? At Hawks Official. But sure. At Nezu. Perfect. Here we are, Midoriya. Call me Izuku. I'd rather not. Call me Izuku. Okay, Izuku. And that's how Shouta heard the two approaching the training grounds, where Shouta is currently with his class, all geared up in their hero costumes, discussing their lesson for today. After they got over the interrogation they had given him, given what he wore and it being highly unusual. That was an annoying aspect of the suit. Izuku looked satisfied at the prospect of his accomplishment, and the fact that Shinso is now calling him Izuku. What a manipulative kid. What had that rat done? Mr. Eraserhead! Up! Mini Midoriya stretched his hands up for Shouta to pick him up, which he did, without hesitation, ignoring his class. All right, I'm a go now, Shinso said as he saw Midoriya in safe hands, already turning to walk back. No! You're not leaving! The kid screamed from his arms, and looking down, there was something akin to an angry pout on the green-haired boy's face. In response to his shout, Shinso did stop, tensing up and awkwardly turning around while he looked at Shouta in question. The hero heaved a sigh as he motioned for the student to come next to him and stay there. Mr. Aizawa, is that Midoriya? Shouta forgot. Teenagers. He looked at them with a deadpan expression and said yes, without elaborating. This, of course, elicited a few shouts from his class, which he immediately shut down with a glare. Is this your class, Mr. Eraserhead? Shouta looked down at the kid yet again, a curious expression overtaking Mini Midoriya's face. Before he could respond, however, someone from his class answered for him. Yeah! Midoriya tried to look for who answered, but as soon as his eyes lit upon his classmates, he scrunched up in something akin to disgust. You look ugly, the boy said as he pointed at Ida. Shouta had to actively fight off the smirk that wanted to creep up on him. While he was trying to do that, Ida let out a sputter of incomprehensible words, while his hero costume clacked into each other with each of its movements. And with that noise, Midoriya blew another point. And unpractical. Okay, keeping that smirk down was getting really hard, and Shinso, the little shit, wasn't even trying anymore as he let out a snort. His class just stood there, shocked frozen. You look ugly too. Midoriya pointed to the ground. Oh no, that was Mineta. Mineta, who immediately went defensive, said, The girls like it. I can let them fit on it after I save you. You wouldn't understand. You're just a dumb child. Okay, no. Detention, Mineta. No one would insult Mini Midoriya without consequences. But a week of detention. What? You want a month of detention? Silence. Thought so. A giggle escaped Midoriya at the conversation. Cute. Shouta let that giggle be out there before he looked up to his class, his expression bored as he announced. All right, let's start the exercise. Hide and seek. The seekers will be... I want to choose. Damn it, of course he would want that. Another sigh escaped the hero before he let the kid choose. The kid contemplated a bit as he looked over the students. The first he chose, or rather questioned, was Jiro. What's your quirk? They seem sound-oriented, am I right? The earplugs must be there to regulate or amplify the sound waves you produce, right? So what exactly can you connect those earphone jacks to? It can't just be limited to phones. That wouldn't be impressive enough for you to get into the hero course. Could it be that you have a broader range of applications? I'm thinking, with your quirk probably being sound-based, how versatile can it get? Can you manipulate the sound in a way that affects not only the air but solids? Imagine the potential if you could resonate with an object and structures. You could create devastating attacks by shattering materials or pinpointing weaknesses in opponents to gain the advantage in battle. And speaking of weaknesses, does your quirk have any limitations? Are there certain sound frequencies you can't produce or control efficiently? I can imagine precision is crucial for you, given that your earphone jacks seem like they would require accuracy to direct the sound waves you interact with. If you can indeed detect and exploit vulnerabilities in your surroundings or enemies using sound, you'd be an invaluable asset in missions, not just combat, but also intelligence gathering. Oh, wait, I'm curious about communications too. Can you use your quirk to transmit coded messages and signals? It would be incredible if you could communicate through sound in a unique way. I want you as a seeker.
Oh my lord, Izuku, that was hella cool.
Shinso's voice came up, deadpan yet somehow impressed. At the same time, Jiro came over to them, looking mildly concerned at probably Midoriya's accurate analysis. Thank you. It went on like that, with Midoriya choosing 2 of his students, but not before this 8-year-old analyzed the shit out of their looks and how they connected to their quirks. And for the last and 4th seeker, the boy sought out Shinso's help. I'd say either Birdhead or Invisible Girl. Did the purple-haired teen not know their names? But probably Birdhead. He has the ability to cover more ground than Invisible Girl, whose only advantage is, well, being invisible. That was actually good for the limited knowledge Shinso had in class. Okay, the Birdhead then, Midoriya announced. And with that, the game began. Psst. Shouta ignored it for the sake of watching the big monitor that split into the different teams, watching his "Psst, Mr. Eraserhead!" The kid whisper shouted at him, even if he was directly in Shota's arms. But he ignored the kid again. Psst.
What?
He asked, instantly getting shushed by the boy, who looked over to where Shinso was standing, trying to see if he noticed, which he definitely did, but ignored for the kid's amusement. A little quieter, Shouta hummed in acknowledgement. Mr. Eraserhead. A pause followed, which made the hero look down to be met with, oh no, those were kicked and hurt kitty eyes. What happened? What happened, Midoriya? He asked, worry recognizable in his tone. Damn it, he learned long ago how to conceal his emotions. Hitoshi didn't know what the little guy whispered to Mr. Aizawa, yet it seemed it was something concerning, given the anger that appeared on the teacher's face and how he immediately went to the mic and announced for Mineta to immediately come back to them.
Mineta, you're expelled. Change yourself and go to the principal's office. He'll know what this is about.
Did Mini Midoriya convince Mr. Aizawa to expel Mineta? Oh my god. Did Midoriya use his own advice for Hitoshi? Did he fucking sabotage Mineta in some way and then tell Mr. Aizawa? What the fuck?
Shinso, a spot just opened in the hero course. Are you open to taking the place? If so, accompany Midoriya and me back to the rat's office after the lesson.
What the fuck?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Eraserhead.
Aizawa or Shouta is just fine.
Sho-chan.
No, you are not calling me after the nickname you made for Bakugo.
Sho-chan. Sho-chan, I want Hito-chan.
Hito-chan.
Hito-chan, hi.
Damn it, why has God forsaken me?
Not a second later, Mini Midoriya was set in Shinso's arms. Not even waiting another second, the kid leaned up to the ear that was away from Aizawa and whispered, I did it for you, Hito-chan.
Thank you, Izuku.
Shinso did not tear up. Did not. At Hero Network official. The hero world is abuzz with anticipation as the Hawks has boldly accepted Principal Nezu's challenge for an official fight at the Sports Festival Stadium. The unexpected announcement has sent many fans into a frenzy, eager to witness this head-to-head clash between the enigmatic principal and the awe-inspiring Hawk-based hero. The prospect of a showdown between these two remarkable fighters has captured the nation's attention, and excitement continues to build as the event draws closer. With Principal Nezu's undisclosed animal identity and Hawks' undeniable aerial prowess, the forthcoming match promises to be an electrifying spectacle. As speculation runs high, The hero enthusiasts are divided on their predictions for the outcome of this epic battle. The Sports Festival Stadium will undoubtedly be filled to capacity as hero fans from all over await the hero showdown of a lifetime. Stay tuned for more updates on this thrilling saga as we bring you a comprehensive coverage of the hero showdown. #HeroClash, #Territorial Challenge. @HeroFanatic number 1.
Oh my god, that is so cool. Where can I buy tickets?
@Iraguchi Sora.
Same dude, where can I buy those damn tickets?
With the class back from their intense training session, Mr. Aizawa held an elaborate ceremony to acknowledge outstanding student performances. As he announced the winners and MVPs, he also provided insights into each student's strengths, weaknesses, and potential areas for improvement. And yes, Midoriya did chime in with his own opinions. They were also informed of the expulsion of Mineta, and immediately after, giving them no time to think about it, he introduced them to their new classmate, Shinso Hitoshi. After that, Aizawa took his phone out and dialed the principal, leaving the rest of the class to chatter and Midoriya to act on his new plan as he wriggled himself out of Shinso's grasp. The little kid went to the man who rescued him and silently took the hand that was free, for which he garnered attention, before Midoriya made it clear he just wanted to hold his hand, and the teacher went back to the phone call. Looking around, the boy turned and led them both in circles, whether it was on the spot, which just made them look crazy, or walking around the students. Not even 5 minutes later, they started making their way back to the class. For that, Midoriya let go of Eraserhead's hand and let him lead them to the classroom, while the child was steps behind, following him, directly next to Shinso. Izuku observed Shochan, even after he noticed everyone but Hito-chan, Shochan, and himself leaving in another direction. He just kept observing the hero. To his delight, the man looked irritated as he led them through the maze they called Yue, only getting weirder with every corner they turned, sometimes even walking to dead ends just to turn around and walk back. This continued until Hito-chan cut in, asking the teacher, mildly concerned for him,
"Is everything okay, Mr. Aizawa? I could show you where the classroom is." "I'm fine, just a bit confused. I know where the classroom is. Don't worry."
Even with those words, they turned into several other dead ends or just took wrong turns, causing them to turn around and walk back. 10 minutes later, they finally made it back to the classroom, where the teacher made the final turnaround, the 15th one. His theory was right, and he thought that he should voice it, given the praise he'd gotten for his observation, like Shochan distributed praise for most of his students. "Shochan, I noticed something," he sing-sang, garnering his and Hito-chan's attention.
"And what did you notice?"
the teacher asked, eyebrow raised. A grin broke across Izuku's face as he said, "I don't know if you do it consciously or not, but on the way back here, you turned 15 times to the right, and at the trading grounds, I turned you 15 times to the left, meaning you evened out how many times you turned. That proves my theory." He puffed out his chest, satisfied, only for silence to follow. What? Why weren't they praising him?
"Oh my god."
A whisper came from Hito-chan as he looked back and forth between Izuku and Shochan.
"Oh my god,"
he repeated.
The
hero pinched the bridge of his nose before he looked at Izuku, exasperated.
"What do you mean by proving your theory?"
"Oh, did the boy forget to mention? That you even turns you took? 'Cause of your capture weapon, so you're fighting villains, you won't get trapped in your own scarf." What the fuck? How did Midoriya know that? No, a better question would be how an 8-year-old Midoriya knew that. Even Shouta didn't know that. How the fuck? Was that the reason he was so irritated on the way back? Yeah, he felt uneasy and had the need to move, but to move and even out the turns? That. Yet, looking down and seeing the face on the kid, Shouta couldn't help but dismiss that for now, and put a hand on Mini Midoriya's and ruffled his soft hair.
"That's impressive, kid."
"Yes, mission accomplished." Well, now at least Hitoshi knows not to mess with Midoriya. If he's that smart as a child, then what the fuck is going on in his brain as a teenager? He sure doesn't act like he has all those smarts. Hitoshi concealed his shock with his everyday deadpan mask as the Class 1A students, oh my god, he's in Class 1A too now, what the hell, trickled back in after changing, all of them still slightly amused and confused at Mr. Aizawa's unusual outfit today. How the fuck does a man that normally looks homeless look like a freaking model now? A gasp from Mini Midoriya brought him out of his thoughts. Looking down, Hitoshi saw how the kid felt through his pockets, eyes comically wide as he searched for something. He was about to ask what was wrong, but his homeroom teacher, actually his, beat him to it.
What's wrong, kid?
At his voice, Midoriya looked up, eyes like those of a hurt kitten as if they were about to cry, and said, I can't find my limited edition All Might card that I got with Gotchon. Fuck it. Okay, what had Shouta even expected of the resident All Might fanboy, who has no shame in hiding it? He doesn't know, yet apparently he forgot all of it. Keeping his eyes focused on the kid, he saw the glint of light reflecting on his tears, and damn it, they were almost got through the day, and... Where is it? I want it! Shouta completely forgot that Midoriya is a child, one of those children who are infamous for their loud crying and screaming. After taking a quick look at Shinso and giving him a silent message, his student went on to calm him while the man opted for the one thing he remembers Hisashi telling him about. And that dude found this special thing under a day, all because he posted it on the internet and added a few people. That was amazing. Whatever came after that, Shouta doesn't remember, but there was no need to. He told both of the kids that he'd be back in a minute. Then he went on to search for the one student he needed to start his message, or something like that. A knock on his door made Katsuki startle. He quickly hid the shoujo manga he'd been reading under the blanket, instead going for his phone before calling out to whoever the fuck was at his door. What the fuck do you want? Yeah, no sunshine and daisies. He's fucking sick, and someone just interrupted his reading session. Fuck them.
Bakugo.
Fuck. Okay, fuck. That's Hobo-sensei. He scrambled out of his bed, sniffling and coughing all the way to the door before he threw it open, showing that it was indeed his teacher. Only dressed in not-so-hobo-like clothes. What the fuck? It took him a second to find his teacher's eyes. That man is fucking handsome. He could easily be the made love interest in one of his mangas stuffed into his shelves. What? The man grimaced as soon as he laid eyes on him, quickly hiding it, but it was still there. Sue me! I'm sick! I wouldn't look like a... A cough interrupted his rant. Damn it.
See that you go to recovery, girl, by the end of the day.
I know how to take care of myself. I don't need no... Another cough interrupted him, making Aizawa-sensei's eyebrows raise on one side, showing his point, and fuck him. Before he could tell him that, though, the hero spoke up.
I know you can take care of yourself, Bakugo. That doesn't mean you need to do this alone.
What do you want?
Midoriya got hit with a quirk.
Of course that dipshit Deku got into something.
And now he's a child. He can't find his All Might card, and I wanted to see how it looks so I can help search for it.
Deku's a child? Ha! Fucking loser. And why the fuck did you come here? Katsuki had a speculation. Given that he has the card in a protective case wrapped in bubble wrap in a box in the bottom of a drawer with a farce bottom, only accessible with a key. So, yeah, maybe he knew what Hobo-sensei's goal was. Aizawa-sensei's eyes glanced around the room, eyes droopy, and why do those eye bags now look fucking good on him? He's wearing them like some accessories. Just like those muscles. He can see through that goddamn fucking suit.
Midoriya mentioned you have one too.
Breaking his eyes off from analyzing how the hero looked, Kotsky looked up at him, not knowing whether to give the man a fuck off look or fuck off 2.0. He didn't know what he decided. The only thing he knows is that he went back to his bed to retrieve his phone. He looked at the card while walking back to the man, 'cause no way in hell is he showing the man his real card and get it potentially damaged. As he got a good picture, he shoved it into his teacher's face and said, "This is it." The only other thing that happened before the man left was for him to send it to him, which he answered that he didn't fucking have his number. So the man resorted to saying to send it to fucking eyebags. Why the fuck? Okay, no, he wouldn't question it. That ass as the hero walked back into the elevator was enough to make him do it. Shouta! You've got to make an account with your hero name before someone else does it. No matter that you're an underground hero, people will find out and impersonate you otherwise. For that reason, he made 2 accounts, @Eraserhead Official and @NotEraserhead. It took him a minute or 10 to figure out from which account he should ask, before he opted for the official account since it would probably be taken more seriously. @Eraserhead Official posted a photo. Does anyone know where I can get this card? Kid lost his. The photo shows a phone with a picture of a limited edition All Might card searched up. In the background, blurred and not in focus, were 2 people, one teenager with the UA uniform on, purple hair, and crouching to the second person, who is the same child seen as before. And then he turned off his phone, talking to distract the kid. He opted for looking back at it in half an hour. Maybe 1 or 2 people would have responded. 2 minutes later. @Introvert101. Oh my god, isn't that the kid from the father-son mall duo? @Sando Imiko. I think it is. At least the child looks the same. Maybe the dad is the one making the photo, so that's why we can't see him? @Introvert101. Probably. @Sugiura Takahashi. Who's the purple dude? @YourLocalNerd. Someone from UA, probably? The uniform looks like theirs. @Sando Imiko. OMG, I didn't notice. @Introvert101. Dude, look, the dad is at UA? @Introvert101. Oh my god. @Asa Agui. Is no one gonna mention that apparently one of the top handsome men in Japan has an official hero account and has access to UA? @Omniscient Know-It-All. Guess the Yakuza father is a lot more powerful than we thought. @Fujino Yuchi. Bro, that card is limited edition for a reason. I'm sorry your son lost it, but it's practically impossible to get. @Obi-Wan Kenobi. But that means the child will continue crying. @Hawks Official. Wouldn't All Might technically have access to it? @Hero Fanatic #1. Where can I get tickets to the fight? @Luffy Luffy. Are you suggesting that we go storm All Might? @Hawks Official. Who knows? @Loser. I suggest you go back to preparing to the battle. @Hawks Official. You think I should prepare? I'm in the top 10 for a reason. @Nizu Official. Oh? @Hawks Official. How the fuck did you find me? @Nizu Official. I think your first mistake was thinking I don't know everything and anything. @Atsuka Eva Luton. It's really not available since it's limited edition, but I saw people are ready to storm All Might, so maybe you have a chance. @Lufta Lufu. Are you suggesting that we take Hawks' advice? @Asuka Eva Luton. Maybe. I mean, it's not like it's the kid's fault he lost it. Must have been a pretty precious gift. @Nizu Official. What a nice surprise, Eraserhead. I'm sure All Might's agency will be happy to replace it. No? @All Might Official. @Mr. Right. Bro added All Might. @Mrs. Always Right. Bro has balls. @Hero Network Official. The hero world is abuzz with excitement and astonishment as the mystery man, who quickly ascended to the top 50 most handsome men in Japan, has finally been revealed as none other than the pro-hero Eraserhead. This revelation sent shockwaves across Japan, leaving everyone stunned by the intensity of the reveal. Fans of Eraserhead wasted no time and quickly mobilized, storming All Might to secure a limited edition All Might card for the hero's son, whose loss was undoubtedly not his fault. In an unexpected turn of events, Hawks, the renowned hero, backed the idea of storming All Might, and even Principal Nezu of UA High School supported the notion. This shows his support further encouraged by fans, leading to more people rallying and storming All Might's hero agency. The hero community stands in awe of this incredible fan response, highlighting the strong bond between heroes and their admirers. As the excitement continues to build, the nation eagerly watches the unfolding events. Stay tuned for further updates on this captivating hero saga. #Eraserhead reveal, #HeroFanFrenzy. @BestGenistOfficial. I'm not sure I feel alright missing this much news. I was away for only a week, and somebody's already threatened my spot in the top 50 most handsome men in Japan. @Edgeshot Official. Hi, Hamaka. @BestGenistOfficial. Hey, Kamahara. @Hello Kitty-kun. Is this love? @Matsumita Kimi. Dude, they just said hi to each other. @Hello Kitty-kun. But the tension! Can't you feel it? @Matsumita Kimi. No, they're publicly known as best friends. That's basically known since both of them graduated from UA. @Hello Kitty-kun. But the signs! @Edgeshot Official. I can assure you that Hamakata and me are not romantically involved. @BestGenistOfficial. Yes, with all the respect I have for your fashion sense, which is none, your mustache couldn't convince me if it gifted me the best jeans in the world. @Edgeshot Official. You know what? Let's do this. @Nezu Official, I want in on this hero arena fight. I'm fighting Mr. Best Genist here. @Nezu Official. How exciting! @Hello Kitty-kun. You'll see. @Mashamiro Kimi. I don't know if it's the chronically online or just being delusional on a whole nother level. @Macho Nacho Man. I hope the dude at least got his All Might card. @Nezu Official. It's thrilling to have 4 pro heroes scheduled in their arena battles. Yet, why not aim for more? Let's rally together and encourage additional pro heroes to join the lineup. The arena battle will be even more of an epic event with a diverse range of quirk powers and skills on display. @Isire Kichiro. This man knows what he's doing. @Itsuki Fan Lord Sensei Uwu. Huh? @Itsuki Chiro. He's tempting us. Now I want to see more pro hero fights. @Never Gonna. Shit, you're right. @Give You Up. Isn't he technically a creature? @Kamui Woods Official. I am up for it. I need to get revenge on @Mount Lady Official. Don't think I don't remember your debut stunt. @Mount Lady Official. Oh, please. Try going at me. @Itsure Chiro. @Itsure Kichiro. @Present Mike Official. Ah, sign me up! @Nezu Official. And who would you be fighting? @Present Mike Official. Don't care. Throw me at all of you! @Mount Lady Official. Challenge accepted. What the fuck? Shouta was busy for 1 day. 1! How did Nezu manage to make a sports festival for heroes? When did he manage to get into an argument with Hawks? Why? Fuck. A small voice came. Looking down, it was that of little Midoriya. Oh fuck, he just said, fuck! No, Midoriya, you don't say that. The little shit only smiled at his response, repeating the word several times. He let out an exasperated sigh, pinching the bridge of his nose before he spoke again. Midoriya. No, call me Izuku. Well, that would be uncomfortable. Izuku. Yay! Don't repeat after me. That's a bad word. The next second, kitten-kicked eyes were directed at him, and if he hadn't already broken Shota's heart, then the tiny voice that spoke up next would. A bad word? Like villains? Maybe that would convince him not to say it. Midoriya Izuku was always one for heroic deeds and all that.
Yes, like bad villains.
Tears sprung to the kid's eyes, just before he started openly bawling. I don't want to be like villains. It was only at that point that Shouta saw Shinso's disappointed gaze. What the fuck? Who was he to look at his teacher like that?
No, Izuku, I didn't mean it like that. Young Aizawa.
Toshinori spoke up and poked his head through the door to see young Shinso and Aizawa crouched next to a young Midoriya. He immediately hid himself from sight, hoping his successor wouldn't see him. Knowing that his skinny form scares little children, he still remembers the kid breaking out in tears after he came to him. It broke his heart, and he didn't want to see that with his student. So he took a deep breath and gripped the All Might limited edition card that his employees got, and puffed into his true All Might form. A second later, he knocked on the door, deciding against scaring the kid because of the door slamming loudly open.
I am here.
Silence obviously followed, and as the hero looked down, he saw exasperated faces. Young Shinso looked really similar to Aizawa. And the stars in Midoriya's eyes. The kid was shocked silent. Shocked silent until a few moments later when he screamed and jumped away from the other two and to Toshinori. He did not keen inside because the kid chose him. He did not. As he calmed down from his own excitement at seeing his successor so small and cute, he crouched down, trying to get to Midoriya's eye level. Unsuccessfully. And then spoke up.
I have a special gift for you, young Midoriya.
If possible, the kid's eyes got even shinier, fawning over his words and completely ignoring the other two in the room.
I think this,
he said as he presented the card,
belongs to you.
And then he handed the card over to a speechless Midoriya. There were another few seconds of silence, during which all of them had anticipated the kid's next move. The calm voice of Midori came, stuttering over his words. Toshinori didn't care, though. His successor could have all the time he needs. Can you sign it, Mr. All Might, sir, please? A smile grazed the hero's features.
Of course, young Midoriya.
The rest of his visit was occupied with playing with young Midoriya until he ran out of time and young Aizawa kicked him out.
That suit fits you, Aizawa. You should wear it more,
he quickly said before running down the hall, not risking his co-worker's fury. Some hours later, Mini Izuku was yawning left and right until he himself declared to Hitoshi and Aizawa-sensei that he was going to take an afternoon nap. The teen and his teacher made eye contact for 3 seconds, telepathically saying, "We forgot, didn't we?" A telepathic message later about how they wouldn't tell anyone. Hitoshi was looking over Mini Izuku's sleeping, while he listened to Aizawa-sensei's threatening, or flirting. He didn't understand the tension between them. Yamada-sensei for not telling him anything about his new social media presence, and how it's become of him that he's now in the top 50 most handsome men in Japan. And wasn't that crazy? It was funny, at least, until... boom!
Aizawa-sensei, Izuku just used his quirk.
Fuck! @NezuOfficial posted a photo. Are you ready? The photo shows the arena used at the sports festival, just more reinforced this time. Oh boy, that was long. I had to record this in 2 different sessions. You might be able to tell in the middle where the, quality or something changes. But geez, I love this fic so much. As you might be able to tell from how I couldn't find a picture of Aizawa in a suit holding child Midoriya. I wonder why, but because I couldn't find it, I was just like, fuck it, and did it myself. So no, I love this fic.
It's great. What was not great was reading out all of those Japanese names. I know I pronounced half of them completely wrong, and also probably another half of them were the complete wrong gender. So keeping track of them also was really hard, so I chose not to do that, so there's no consistency. But yeah, great fic. Look, child Midoriya is manipulative and adorable and a genius, and Aizawa is just so weak. And everyone just mistakes Aizawa as Midoriya's dad, and after, like, Aizawa learns about the stuff going on, there's no comment about, like, oh, wow, they think I'm Midoriya's dad, what? He's just like, yes. This is a great fic. I love it. It's great. And I hope you guys liked it. Oh boy, it was this long. I'm going to go eat burgers now. Anyway, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Bye! Little Midoriya is gonna come blackmail you. Holy shit.